double team.
Sinjins and Freystadter, and the crossfield hammer challenged by Kobira, but Babbitt again in charge and large. Oscar looking for Babbitt versus Kobira. Here we go. Babbitt! Are you kidding me?
Kobira took the good side. It looked like he had position, and Jeff Babbitt just said, it doesn't matter where you go. I'm going to go up and I'm going to pull this thing down. Holy smokes. Jeff Babbitt putting on a show.
Lefty, Verschmeyer Bailey up ahead to Oscar. And Oscar lets it go. Babbitt against Turner. That's a matchup we all came to see. And early fireworks between Babbitt and Turner. 1-0 Empire.
John Randolph definitely got position, like you said, but made contact without making a play on the disc.
Antoine Davis lets it rip. Intended for Breton Tan. Pushed from behind by Noah Chambers. Jeff Babbitt says, I'll take that. He's in the end zone for his 6th goal of the game. Where did he come from?
A goal lead and possession of the disc to start the 4th. New York wants to keep it even serve. Here's a shot for Babbitt. Jump ball. And he comes down with it with 2 hands.
Of course, he's skying his own teammate there for the disc. Weinberg thought that he might have an opportunity for it. The scuba was lofted up nice and high, and of course nobody's going to take Babbitt's space around him and get a good play on it. Here we get a look at this late in the stall count.
Osgar plucks it near Moonga. He's got 4 seconds. He surveys, he's throwing short. Lithio needs to fire. Babbitt trying to carve out space, and he skies the pack for the goal. Big momentum swing for sure. What a catch by Babbitt, jostling for position with Clutton, and then elevates at the exact right time, showing off the hops. And how about the awareness too? I mean, the team's trade turns. Oscar thought he had to go to the end zone, but he instead found Lithio, and it's Lithio who hits Babbitt.
Quand on parle d'une passe brise, c'est qu'on réussit à passer le disque derrière la marque ou du côté que la marque veut défendre. Pendant ce temps-là, le disque flotte et c'est Babbitt qui gagne cette bataille aérienne. Je crois que c'était Antoine Dubé là, qui était sur Babbitt. Évidemment, on le voit en gros plan ici.
I will say, though, Brian, they've been inches away from a couple turnovers so far from the O-line.
They have been, and sometimes that frustration can build and you try to do a little bit too much.
A floater. Sinjins and Babbitt trying to block each other out. Babbitt plus the foul, shy of the goal line. And Lithio's wide open.
Well, you can try to fight fire with fire if you're Atlanta. You force them out, you get the deep shot, it hangs up in the air, you get a bunch of defenders there. But
Oscar looking Babbitt's way. Taylor on his back. Jeff Babbitt makes it look easy again.
man, what a great throw from Ryan Oscar. I mean, he has been so precise.
What's the most difficult game you're going to play? And the Empire O-line always says it's our D-line, because even when you turn them over in practice, as Ja lays it out, it's Babbitt against Rayfuse, and Babbitt just swats that one out of the air and shows you the biceps afterwards. He's got a few blocks in his career, 148, I believe, which makes him 5th all-time on that list.
New York clearly exhausted. Hands on their hips, but a questionable throw, and Babbitt with a huge block, but he comes up in a lot of pain.
Looked on defense tonight for Salt Lake, and he's looking long to the back corner. Babbitt is there for the block on Joe Clutton to get the disc back. Oh, Jack was closing fast, but the Joe Merrill Roofing Company did not account for Jeff Babbitt, but a timeout before the throw. And Darryl Stanley is the early MVP from the Breeze sideline. Wow.
Jeff Babbitt cannot.
Here's Charles Weinberg, his 2nd year on the Empire, and an errant reset. Babbitt, insanity to make that catch.
Best in the league at turning it into points. Big hammer.
Reese Bergeron sending it into a crowd that includes Jeff Babbitt. Not a good idea. Teammate to make the play. You could frankly say the same thing about Jack Williams and many of these New York players. Babbitt is there, And New York is up 3.
New York just runs dominator there for about 5 passes, and then when everybody gets lulled to sleep in the stack, Babbitt explodes again to the cone. Easy score.
Cranston guarding Osgar in the reset space, but there's only so much you can do. End zone, Babbitt again.
No answers for Jeff Babbitt. He is just too fast across the face of the goal, and he just keeps waiting until the perfect moment. His timing. Just let the clock run out here.
Or it's going to need to launch it the full length of the field, trying to channel the greatness of Will Chen. This throw is denied by Babbitt, and overtime is the story in D.C.
Wow.
But you also need some time if they do take the lead. It's an interesting situation. Williams throwing near the poach, but it's Babbitt beating Musajaw to the spot, and New York's back in front. 29 seconds left.
I don't need to be able to read lips to know that he just told us that he owns that front cone. He has been unbelievable tonight getting to this spot. He does it again. Williams
to Babbitt, front cone. We saw that all week last week. And Babbitt with another score. And looking for Babbitt. Has him for another score.
Toujours en contrôle. C'est Osgar avec le disque au beau plongeon ici, belle anticipation, mais encore devinez qui? Babbitt.
That, Charlie, you and I had a front row seat for last Saturday. What an exciting atmosphere that was.
fantastic win.
Weinberg shooting Babbitt. Jeff Babbitt, cruise control. He turned on the Jets for a split second.
One throw away, and Jeff runs it down.
Nonetheless, Oliver Chartok will have the disc 15 yards outside the end zone. A throw to space to Osgar gets things started after the stoppage. And this time, Babbitt just goes to the other cone, and he cannot be stopped, folks.
Well, I think a lot of times New York at their best wants to maintain possession, but right now they're not getting what feel like easy scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jeff Babbitt Show continues. Of championship weekend before championship weekend. And right now it appears that this group is rising to the challenge as Jeff Babbitt is going to the house and he's clap catching his 5th goal of the game overhead.
5 goals, and it doesn't even really seem like a big game for him.